This is the new continuous ink system for the Epson R3000. Now our system comes complete with a transport tub which is handy to keep all your inks in. It comes complete with your software disk which contains all the software and printed in and instructions in electronic form. All your instructions are in a nice printed out sheet as well here. About 20 pages of instructions there, very straightforward. And now we can turn our attention to the actual printer itself. Now we have the reservoirs to this side and the cartridges on this. We actually show the cartridges already in. Now let's imagine this is a brand new printer with the brand cartridges in. What we do is we take the lid up, we take out the brand cartridges, store them away for future use off to one side. We then have to take off the lid. This lid is very simple. You just push it slightly to this side like that and it'll lift up quite nicely. So you push this way and lift it up. That's the first thing you do. Then what you do is you prepare your system to go into the printer itself. We've actually shown this printer with a system already installed, but we thought it'd be quite nice to show you the system complete. But now what we do is, let's imagine we've got your system straight out of your bin. Now I recommend that you do this on the bench, but for clarity we're actually going to do it here in front of the printer. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our funnels. Now we get 9 funnels. I'll sort of mime what we're doing here. So imagine that we've got our yellow ink, and we put the funnel into there, and we take in this case we've got Marrutt ink, but it could just as easily be Lyson ink. They're two excellent professional photographic inks, and we take it off, we pierce the lid, and we pour in the ink. Our kits come complete with latex gloves, incidentally. So you pour in the ink until the ink gets up to about that sort of level. About 10 millimeters from the top is fine. What you then do is put the stopper back into the reservoir and repeat that operation until all the different colours are in. So you've got 9 reservoirs. You've got the yellow, the light magenta, the light cyan, the magenta, the cyan, the light black, the light black, the photo black and the matte black. Once all of these are topped up to that sort of level, you then turn your attention to the cartridges themselves. Now the cartridges themselves, you actually pull the ink through using one of the 9 syringes that we provide. So you don't just get one, you get 9 syringes. And what we do is we take the cartridge. Let's see if I can show you very carefully this. Let's come up closer to the camera, and we actually lift that little bit of label up, and underneath you can see there's a little bung. I'm trying to do too much with not enough hands here. So what we're going to do, get a little flat bladed screwdriver, we take the bung and we just lift it out. So we take that out. We're doing this to the matte black at the moment, and what we do, let's see if I can show you this as clearly as possible. And we actually insert the syringe. We insert the syringe into the cartridge, and we raise the plunger up. And what happens then is that the ink will come up the tube all the way up into the cartridge, and you'll see that the ink will raise up and up and up and up and up until it goes right there, and we carry on pulling until you see a little bit of ink appear at the syringe itself. Now one plunger full might not do the trick, so what we do is we take that off, we push the plunger back down again and put the plunger back in, and then you pull it up again until you see the evidence of a nice bit of solid ink arriving at the syringe itself. And as soon as that happens, you can take that out and very quickly put the bung back in the cartridge, and that colour is all ready to go. What you do is you then repeat this operation for the rest of the colours, and then when you're ready to go, you can then insert this one at a time into your printer. Now let's get this out of the way. Let's imagine that we've just inserted all our cartridges into the printer, and you've actually now you've got 3 of these in the kit. So you're going to stick your first little clip here, you stick your second little clip here, and we like to keep our tubing nice and neat, and we've got our third clip here which nicely arranges the tubing in a straight line. We like to have plenty of straight here so that it equalises out the back pressures quite nicely. Okay, so we've clipped our cartridges in, we've led the tubing over the top of the printer, we've taken our little bit of tubing, 50mm bit of tubing, half bend it, and we insert it into this little slot here. There's a little lever there which we push to the back and we insert there. That's one of the little overrides that we have to do. And the other little override is this little piece of plastic here, which is designed just to go straight into a little slot there, and there's a little roller at the back, and we just have to push. We have to push against that little roller to the back of the printer, and that gives us the lid override as well. So we don't have to worry about the override here, and there's a little override there as well. Now, having installed all of our cartridges in, we then turn the printer on, and you'll find that immediately the printer will go through its operation, and we'll be able to start to get a perfect nozzle check. Once you've got a perfect nozzle check, you'll be able to start to print. Now, the indicator here will indicate a full condition on all 9 cartridges. We would change over from matte black and photo black in the normal way, but you'll find that the indications will go down exactly as if it was a normal set of brand cartridges. And when the indicator shows that you need to change your cartridges, all we have to do in this case is to press our little reset button on the colour cartridge that is needed. So for instance, if it says the yellow cartridge is very, very low and the cartridge needs replacing, all we do is open up our lid, go to the yellow cartridge, press down the little button for 5 seconds, and then release the button, and then once we start up again, we click OK, and you'll find that on the status monitor it comes back up again. You'll get your perfect nozzle check, and then the next operation is for us to do you a custom profile for your favourite paper, whether you're on our own brand ink or our Lyson brand ink. We're happy to do a custom profile for your favourite Marrutt papers, and we'll also monitor you every 6 months to make sure that your colour and your monochrome is absolutely bang on. Thank you very much for watching.